Nigerians on social media on Friday knocked the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku'S over his claim that 90% of Northerners are not on social media. Atiku, who is Nigeria's former vice president, while responding to a question in an exclusive interview with Arise TV on Friday morning, played on the possibility of Labour Party's presidential candidate Peter Obi causing an upset to his presidential ambition during the next year's election. Asked about the potential threat of Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi to his presidential ambition in 2023 election, Atiku clarified that social media presence and acceptability won't win him the election. He noted that despite the social media sensation and acceptability of Obi's candidacy, the reality remains that the LP does not have people in government or the National Assembly. He said Peter Obi is not a threat. I really don't expect the Labour Party to take as many votes from the PDP as people are suggesting. We could have seen it in the last election in Osun State. What was the performance of the Labour Party? There again, the Obi's supporters are talking about social media. Mind you, in the North, 90% of our people who will be voting are not on social media, Atiku said. But reacting to Atiku's claim, Nigerians on the microblogging site Twitter knocked the former vice president for his comments, alleging that such a claim showed that northern elites were deliberate about keeping the region underdeveloped. YD Baba Ahmed wrote, "Now you know why they have made the North so poor so as to use them during election. Atiku Abubakar just indirectly said 90% of Northerners are living in abject poverty. My Northern people, we must change this narrative." Imoko David said, Atiku said on Arise News that 90% of Northerners are not on social media, but they rushed to delete the Deborah post he made on social media so as to please Northerners that are not on social media. Continue. As Nigeria Renew wrote, Atiku, 90% of Northerners are not on social media. This is why they keep my people poor and uneducated. The Northern elites have weaponized poverty and illiteracy over the years, and I say enough is enough. Truth be said, the North needs Peter Obi more than any other part of Nigeria. Chud also said, in an attempt to denigrate Labour Party and Obedience, boldly told the world on national that 90% of Northerners don't have access to the internet. This man wants people to remain poor for his political gains. Atiku obviously banking off the poverty and illiteracy in northern Nigeria to remain relevant in politics. Ogu Okoro wrote, 90% of Northerners don't know anything about social media. Atiku on Arise News. He is proud that he and other northern leaders have underdeveloped the North. Jack Angel said, even with the pre-record interview, Uncle Dubai still goofed. Which one is 90% of Northerners does not have access to internet? You so mean 8 years as VP you could not facilitate internet penetration to your people. Now there is a problem with this man that wants to lead us. Tefinda said, Atiku Abubakar hopes that 90% of Northerners have not heard of Obidas 2023. Since according to him, they are not on social media. Mumu man, they know the blind man say rain dey fall. Novi Everest wrote, Atiku is proud that northern leaders have kept the majority of Northerners off internet access. This is wickedness. Boasting that 90% of Northerners do not have access to internet while a flex in Dubai shows wickedness and bad leadership. Tapin wrote, a northern statesman, former VP and a presidential aspirant going on TV to say that 90% of Northerners are not on social media in this technology age is only highlighting the state of underdevelopment in the North. It is not something we probably say on TV, but they love it. Popular tweet, Nefeti, tweeting from First Ladyship, said 90% of Northerners are not on social media is not something an elder statesman and a former VP should say on Arise TV and national television. The data is debatable, but it should never be a bragging right in 2022. If anything, Atiku portrayed the North as underdeveloped. In support of Atiku's claim, Reno Omokre said, Atiku said 90% of Northerners are not on social media because of your bias. You heard 90% of Northerners are not educated. For your information, almost 90% of Northerners get their news from radio. They are more aware than you give them credit for. Simplicity is not stupidity. Also in a similar vein, Gimba Canada said, basic statistics can prove Atiku's assertion that 90% of Northerners are not on social media. Nigeria has about 33 million active social media users, according to Statista. Let's assume 40% of that number are from the North. That is less than the population of one northern state.